Welcome everyone. It's a beautiful day here and I am just enjoying some outdoor weather before it gets too hot. Those of you familiar with Arizona and the desert know exactly what I'm talking about. It's early April and it's beautiful, but a few weeks ago it was 107 degrees Fahrenheit. So gotta enjoy the early sun when I can. Drawing my first card, smile with your heart. This card is really, it's not about smiling. I hate being told to smile, but if you are going to smile, be authentic about it. Don't smile for other people. Don't use your energy for other people. Use your energy only when it brings you satisfaction. Shuffle the cards. See what the universe has in mind for us next. The Explorer. Backpack, backpack. Yes. Oh boy. You know, I fight with this every day. How should I be spending my time while I'm keeping my energy spent and focused on myself and staying out of fear and staying in peace? What are the best things I can be doing with my time on this earth? And I struggle. Should I be out exploring? But I think sometimes the adventure, it's an all or nothing prospect for me where I'm like, oh, I better not, go to, someplace really far away and expensive or whatever. But it's like, maybe it's just about getting outside, right? Even just sitting outside right now, it just makes such a difference to my day. If I were to get out and even go on a hike and, be around nature, I think I would get even more out of it. And I think that's all this means. Like, and also even exploring within yourself, right? Exploring other dimensions. Whatever type of exploring is missing from your life. But I do think a lot of it is better when done in nature and done outside. Even in the city. I'm here in the city, but I'm surrounded by plants and hummingbirds and regular birds, and I just really love it. So yeah, go out and explore. Shuffle. Doing this a different way so I can never see if it's one of my new paintings, which has a different background color, different tint of the gray. Same printer. So I just drew 10, the Destiny Wheel of Fortune. I mean, what this one says is, this is one of the tarot, major arcana cards from tarot, number 10. It's about destiny, it's about luck, it's about fortune, it's about how things are sort of inevitable. So you need to kind of surrender to the flow. What's going to happen is going to happen. Let's try to adapt. And I'm going to take this to even mean the future. It's sort of inevitable. I mean, some things have been predicted for so long. I think a lot of people are still like, no, it's not really happening. No, everybody wants to think it's the end of the world as we know it, but it's not really happening. No, I've been told that so many times. Everybody wants to believe that, blah, blah, blah. But what's happening and what's going to happen is going to happen. So might as well remain calm, remain at peace, and carry on, folks. That's the message I get from the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe not what other people want to hear. I think when people hear Wheel of Fortune, they go, oh, I won money. It's a little bit different to me. A little different. Things are going to happen that are going to happen. Sometimes we go against intuition and nature, and it doesn't work out for us. So, highly recommend living for who we are, not who we are not. Here, Johnny Appleweed sitting in one of my swings right now. None of the dogs are with me, but yeah, I mean, this card talks about the grass that is appreciated is always greener, and I think that's true about outside, right? Sure, we'd love to go to Galapagos Island or Rome or Alaska or, you know, Bali. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to have to name every place, right? New Zealand. It's just not fair. There's so many amazing places. India, right? But maybe it's just enjoying and appreciating the grass that's in our backyard, even if it's turf and we wish it was grass. But yeah, just appreciating what you have. The grass that is appreciated is always greenest. I don't know where that statement came from. I was led to say that when I was painting this, but I will tell you what it means to me now. All these things around us many of them have a soul, and many of them want to be appreciated as well. So when we eat our food, when we thank it, it sounds silly to some, but yeah, we're thanking what we eat, and in doing so, we're kind of cleansing it, right? And we're appreciating and loving what we have instead of what we don't have. It sure makes for a more peaceful world. And sure, you know, smoking weed might lead to that peace for some, right? Like for me, it helped me to sit in one spot long enough to even know what a sound bowl was, right? To learn about tarot, to learn about human design, just to explore, to enjoy the hummingbirds in my yard. You know, it took something to calm me down. As a manifesting generator with ADHD, a lot going on in my head all the time, this was a way that I was able to just stop and listen to the universe and appreciate the things around me. Am I perfect? Is my life perfect? Heck no. But I'll tell you what, when I appreciate the things in my life, I find greater things happen. Always. Always. Greater things just keep happening. The more I appreciate and love the things that I have and the things around me, the greater my life becomes. And it could be simple shifts and it could be simple things. But by noticing and appreciating them, it just continues to happen. So sometimes it's as simple as the garbage took itself out. I mean, sometimes things that are toxic for you walk away from your life, and that's the best thing that can happen to you, right? That's the way that you do the purge that you need to do to move on, right? Setting your own boundaries, being true to yourself. These are all ways to ultimately give thanks to this earth and to the things around the earth, is by just being thankful and happy for what we have. So, yeah, that's my little Johnny Appleweed moment. It's not about the weed, but it's about what are you receptive to? What are you open to? Are you open to data downloads? Are you open to your angels? Are you open to synchronicities on this earth from tarot, from things around you? Are you open to a death and a rebirth experience, to becoming a new version of yourself, to becoming a better version of yourself? Are you looking to level up? Are you willing to use sound frequency for healing? Can you accept that maybe the frequencies we're listening to are actually not healing to us, but they're actually just regulating us, right? That's where changing what you listen to and the environment that you're in and the energies that you're surrounded by, especially for those who have studied their human design, who know they have a lot of open centers. What happens is they become aware that when they are exposed to things that disturb those open centers, they can't be around them anymore. And by understanding all of these things, our lives naturally get better. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. By understanding who you are, who you will never be, who you are, you understand and you love who you are and who you never will be, and you kind of move on with that, and you understand how your energies mingle with those around you and what you want to use it for and what you don't want to use it for. It can really change your entire life, I believe. So, human design is yet another tool at our disposal, and I've only known it for 8 days now personally, and it has dramatically changed my life, and I'm trying to use it to change the lives of those around me, because I've been offering free reports and explanations to everyone I know. I am somebody who is very quick at making connections and just absorbing a lot of information in a small amount of time and really taking off with something. As a manifesting generator, I work very well on anything I'm interested in, and that became very interesting to me immediately once I saw the report. And what'll happen when you see the report, whether you believe it or not, the data about yourself will be so knowing to you that you'll kind of vacillate between a state of shock and disbelief and wonderment and bewilderment and confusion, and depending, how spiritually connected you are, which I'm assuming, most people listening to these videos are fairly spiritually connected already. So you're just going to see it as another tool to really help you grow and change, and you're going to love it. But for people who really can't really fathom how this report could come to be, because they maybe can't accept some other truths that maybe are necessary in order to believe that, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, right? So there's more work to be done there first. But that's why we hear about these things, and it takes time. I mean, I've heard about it before, and I love these things. I love Myers-Briggs. I love pretty much anything that helps me understand myself and others and why we do and don't get along. I mean, I love things like that. And so there was nothing ever stopping me from doing this, other than I really hadn't had much exposure. So weeks before the party, I started to have some exposure from somebody who was on Reddit a lot. And I realized, yes, I want to do this, but I knew that the woman who's bringing the Vibe acoustic bed to my event was now a human design teacher and was planning to do our human design reports. And so it all came to be that 9 days ago now, I think, I've learned about human design, and I've just fully absorbed it whole, kind of swallowed it whole, went a little crazy, went on a mad data hunt fast. So my Johnny Appleweed painting, which was intended as kind of like my bio, actually needs human design added into it now, because that's going to be a really big part, because it connected all these things that I already understood and loved, all the algorithms that went into who we are or whom we are on this earth, and it just took it to like the next level. So yeah, that'll be changing soon on my card. Draw one more card, because I just went on and on and on there about human design. But yeah, I think that's going to be a really big part of these going forward. I'm going to try to share a lot more about my learnings of those, and I might even make some more TED Talk style videos explaining them. I've been looking for really great videos to recommend, and I kind of also want to make some of my own, because I haven't found everything I wanted in one. Okay, for the last card of the day, embrace the multi-dimensional aspects within and without. Love and light. Always love and light. I mean, that's the message number one. Always love and light first. As long as you are living within the love and light, all is right. In fact, even when the ascension comes and, believe, I like that. And when all these things start to change, the more love and light becomes the way that you live on this earth, the more adaptable that whole experience is going to be for you. So keep believing, embracing your multidimensional aspects within and without. Be your authentic self. Explore who you are. Explore, the earth. But also, sometimes while you're out in the mountains, you might get those data downloads that you need. You might get that connection to these higher dimensional beings that you need, that we know kind of reside in those areas. You'll pick up that energetic vibe for sure. So yeah, it all ties together. But just remember, what's going to happen is going to happen. We don't have to live in fear. Before we came to this earth, we accepted our ending here. We forgot that we did, but we did. So there's no sense struggling and fearing all these different things that could happen to us, there's only one way we're going to die. And that's the way we already agreed to. And death just means rebirth in a way that is far more profound even than this experience ever was. So remember, think of it. We're here, we're absorbing information, we're learning, we're sponging, we're growing, we're changing. Everything that we're doing, there's 11 other versions of ourselves doing potentially exponentially more, right? The soul is finding ways to learn and adapt and experience all the things, because experiencing all the things is what one does when you're infinite. You experience all the things, and it helps you appreciate what you do have when you've experienced other things, the yin and the yang. It really is so helpful. I'm starting to try to take the yin and the yang viewpoint, or the flip side of things viewpoint, every time I have an experience. Well, if I hadn't come into that energy in my life and been around it for a while, I wouldn't, and lived in that chaos, I wouldn't appreciate the peace that I'm in now that that source of energy is out of my life. And so on, right? What you experience helps you to appreciate and learn and grow. So keep learning, keep growing. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Have a great life. Have a great journey while you're experiencing this realm.